New autism numbers lead to new concerns and questions. Today on Delmarva Life, we have the latest on the increase, some possible reasons why, and an inspirational story of one boy who's making the best of his disorder and how others are helping him succeed.
Yes!
Yeah!
A lot of us are afraid of bees, and if you're allergic to them, you've got a good reason. But did you know that you could die from just a few stings, whether you're allergic or not? We're going to learn the ABCs of bees, what to do if you come up on a site kind of like this one, and how beneficial the insects really are to your food supply.
The rain and melting snow may have you seeing water in your home. Do you know how to fix the damage? Coming up, Angie Hicks from Angie's List tells us what you need to consider when it comes to restoring your home and all of your belongings after water damage.
And then there's the water damage that's not weather related. Broken pipes, busted washing machine, a tube that you never would have thought of isn't covered. State Farm agent Tom Parenti is here to tell us what you need to look for to help prevent a claim.
And as we say goodbye to one hit comedy, another is just getting ready to start. We go behind the scenes of CBS's new show, Friends with Better Lives.
And he was, and for many is, still the king of rock and roll. We're going to see some rare vehicles from Elvis's expansive car collection, learn more about his passion, and tell you how you can get a closer look at his prized possession. Delmarva Life starts right now.
Good afternoon, I'm Lisa Bryant.
I'm Jimmy Hopper. Welcome to Delmarva Life from the Storage Studio D.
So have you had enough?
I am almost dried out. That was a wet weekend we had.
I tell you it was. I'm thinking a lot of people got a lot of stuff done inside, a lot of movies were watched, a lot of naps were taken, at least I hope so.
Not a lot of yard work though. That water was
No.
standing everywhere. Speaking of that, did you know scientists are saying that the sea level rise, we all know about this.
Sure.
It's occurring faster around the Chesapeake Bay region than any place else. Take a good close look at this picture, okay? Scientists are saying that about 35 million years ago, a meteorite collided with the Earth right in the center of those circles near the location of the mouth of the bay.
Right.
Okay? Now, when the meteorite hit, of course, it blew things out of the way, and there was a whole bunch of loose stuff that came back into that hole. Well, since then, the looser, softer materials have been collapsing on themselves and sinking in, which of course is causing all the water to come in to the center of that crater. So that means that all of the land area around that crater is sinking faster as well. So
you're saying we're sinking?
Kinda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy Monday to you, Jemmy.
Thank you. It just
On a
started
happier
stirring things over a
note,
little bit.
geez, I know a lot of folks are really happy today because Major League Baseball is officially underway with 13 games on the schedule today. First pitch of Baltimore's home opener wasn't until 3 this afternoon. This is video from spring training down there in beautiful sunny Florida. The Orioles are playing the Red Sox right now on Lefty Grove Day in Allegheny County. The Western Maryland County is paying tribute today to the homegrown Hall of Famer born 114 years ago, and Lana Koning.
Yeah.
Shorebirds have an exhibition game here in Salisbury. That's tomorrow,
Right.
Tuesday, at Purdue Stadium.
Ooh,
so
I gotta go to that.
you can smell the baseball in the air,
You can
right?
You can smell the baseball. Okay, so you know that we are a certain level of geeks right here. There's some local high school students that are packing up their robots and heading to St. Louis.
Oh,
This is
yeah.
the neatest thing. The Worcester Beach Bots team is set to compete in the World of Championship of the first robotic competition. FIRST stands for Inspiration and Recognition of Science and Technology. Team fought hard for a victory at the North Carolina Regionals a few weeks back, made it to the World Championship. Pretty rare for a team as young as the Beach Bots. They've only been in existence now for just 3 years. The Worcester Beach Bots made up of high schoolers from across Worcester County. See, that would be so much fun.
It is
right
fun.
there. World Championships coming up April 23rd.
As you know, and I've told you before, my daughter was part of a team, and I went to the regionals in Baltimore. So much fun. But we're going to stay in Worcester County. Drama and vocal students at Stephen Decatur Middle School knew all along how special their teacher is.
Right.
Brenna Johnson has been named Worcester County's Teacher of the Year. She began teaching about 10 years ago, and at Stephen Decatur Middle for the last 7. She also coaches All Shore Chorus and chairs the District Choral Festival, which I believe was just last week. So she's a very busy woman.
Wow, and good at what she does.
Very good at what she does.
So if you like to go out to dinner, here's the week to visit Talbot County. Chefs and restaurants showcasing their finest dishes and most creative cooking on a culinary journey of discovery during Restaurant Week. A lot of the local eating establishments in the towns and communities of Talbot County and other food lovers the opportunity to try new restaurants or revisit favorites. So get out and take us along.
Yeah, how about that? Well, as we mentioned, it was a wet weekend, but they didn't care in St. Michael's. The 3rd annual Eastern Shore Sea Glass and Coastal Arts Festival showcased 25 vendors and their wares. This event catered to all fans and collections of sea glass artwork and coastal creations. Now, their materials range from glass and debris found on local beaches to other locations.
Right. Neat stuff. By the way, just in case you were wondering about the low-flying helicopter that a lot of people have been seeing over Delmarva, it's just one of the local utility companies inspecting their lines.
Oh, okay.
Now, this is not one of them, but take a look at this helicopter transferring workers to a power line to do some work. They actually get out of the helicopter to do the work.
Oh my goodness.
The helicopter leaves. Now, because of the friction of the rotors against the air on the helicopter, take a look. You'll see this guy holding this metal pole, and he holds it against the strut of the helicopter. That's because there's so much static charge. Look.
Oh my gosh.
If he didn't do that, they'd be electrocuted.
How about that?
So that's why they do that. But it's just
I
fascinating.
hope they get paid well.
Neat stuff. So if you're a dad, you know how cool it is to play with your son.
Oh yeah.
Okay? If you're a kid, you know how fun it is to play a superhero. How much cooler is it when you've got the right tools?
You remember how to use it?
He's got a grapple gun.
Yeah. Oh my goodness!
Okay, here's a question for you. Did you ever used to pretend that you were in a spaceship counting down to the rocket launch?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to explain all this here in a second. This lightsaber wielding 3-year-old, here he's got a lightsaber from Dad's giving it to him. This is James. His dad is an animator at DreamWorks.
Oh no.
How cool is that?
That is very cool.
His dad's an animator at DreamWorks. Really cool.
Well, still ahead on Delmarva Live, astonishing new numbers from the CDC regarding autism, how they arrived at these new numbers and what you can do about it.
Plus, the inspiring story of a boy's love for basketball.
I think the Eagles are going to give him the ball.
We're going to show you the story of the real winners of a high school basketball game and why it had nothing to do with the final score.
It was a baseball game that made headlines recently. That's because there were a couple of thousand extra players on the field. Why bee swarms like this one are no unusual sight this time of year, and why even if you're not allergic, it only takes a few stings to put you in grave danger.
And a little bit later on, everybody knows Elvis Presley loved his cars, thank you very much. Especially the pink Cadillac. Oh yeah, I like that one. Well, guess what? There is a Stutz that is just one of the vehicles the king of rock and roll drove through the gates of Graceland. Why that car is catching so much attention these days. Delmarva Live. We'll be right back.
Delmarva Life is brought to you by Sussex County Federal Credit Union, guiding you to your financial future. Peninsula Regional Medical Center, honored to serve the entire Delmarva Peninsula since 1897. Your local York and LG dealers, and State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.